Hi guys, sorry to interrupt your video. Just a quick plea, subscribe to my channel please. If you haven't done it already, subscribe. Tell your friends, subscribe. Thanks. What signal should you give when you're going straight ahead at a roundabout? Right, so signal left before leaving the roundabout. Yes, you do, don't we? We've established this. We indicate left as we're approaching our exit. So before leaving the roundabout, like that. Don't signal at any time. No. Signal right. No, we don't signal right. Signal left when you're approaching the roundabout. No, because that implies you're going to the first exit. Of course, if the first exit is ahead, then you could. But that's a big if. You're going to turn left from a main road into a minor road. Okay. What should you do as you approach the junction? Right, so whenever you're going into a junction, you must always look into it first of all to find out what road signs are in there and check for pedestrians. Anybody crossing the road, you must also check down your left-hand side because you might have somebody coming through, like a motorbike or a cyclist or anything like that. So we must always check on our left, check our route, and then take it. So let's have a look. Keep just left of the middle of the road. No, just left of the middle of the road means you're moving to the right-hand side of your lane. So keep in the middle of the road. No, that's on the white line. Swing out to the right just before turning, only if the corner's really tight, and keep well to the left of the road. Yeah, lovely. You want to look like you're turning left. So if I'm coming down the road, I stay on the left, just like if I'm turning right, I position on the right, so that my body language looks like I'm doing something. The only time I would go right just before turning left is if it's like a right angle and I have to get my back wheels around the corner. So your road position can help other road users to anticipate your actions, i.e. look like you're doing what you're going to do. Because if you put an indicator on but the light bulb's not working, then nobody behind you knows you're turning left because the light bulb's not working. So your body language needs to look like you're turning left. Keep to the left as you approach a left turn and don't swing out into the centre of the road in order to make the turn easier. This could endanger oncoming traffic and may cause other road users to misunderstand your intentions. But it could, because you're looking like you're turning right. When may you drive a car in this bus lane? Right, well this is a local buses, i.e. not National Express for instance. Cycles and taxis are allowed to use this Monday to Friday 7 till 10, 4:30 till 6 PM. So outside of those times it is not a lane specifically for those. So anyone can use the lane outside of those times, but during those times only those vehicles can use it. So, when may you drive a car in this bus lane? Outside its hours of operation. Yeah, that's it. That's the rule. Of course, if this isn't there, so some bus lanes operate only during peak hours and others may use them outside of these hours. Okay, make sure you check the sign for the hours of operation before driving in a bus lane. Yes, if this isn't here and it's just a lane that says that, then it's 24 hours 365 days of a year, so you're not allowed in there at all. But because it's got this time constraint on it, that's the only time when it is a bus lane. Otherwise it's just a lane, so you can use it. What signal should you give when you're going straight ahead at a roundabout? We got it yet? Signal left before leaving the roundabout. Don't signal at any time. No. Signal right when you're approaching right. No. Signal left when you're approaching right. No. You're looking for somewhere to park your vehicle. Excellent. What should you do if the only free spaces are marked for disabled drivers? Well, we discussed this earlier, and the answer is go away. Off you pop, darling. They're not for you unless you are disabled and have a permit to park there. So, can't use them. Parking one of these, nope. Use one, nope. Wait for a regular space to become free, yes. Or go and park out in another street and walk. What should you do if the amber lights come on and a warning signs while you're driving over a level crossing? So you notice it says while you're driving over a level crossing. Well, if I'm, just like any traffic light, if I'm already going through the junction and the lights start to change, you keep going. You don't smack on the brakes and reverse back to the line, do you? You just keep going. So, get everyone out of the vehicle immediately. No, they'll be bouncing down the road because I wouldn't have put the brakes on. Stop and reverse back to clear the crossing. Oh my god, no. Keep going and clear the crossing. Yes. Stop immediately. I'm not going to stop on a level crossing. Key here is lots of people know the rules are, oh, that's flashing, you're not supposed to go, clear the crossing, get out, all that sort of stuff. But they don't read the question. Make sure you know what situation you're in. You're looking for somewhere to park your car. Where would you choose to park? At or near a bus stop? No. In a designated parking space? Well, yes, that would make sense. Near the brow of a hill? No, because it will push oncoming traffic on the wrong side. And approaching level crossing? No, because we'll push cars in the wrong place. Don't be selfish. Who is authorised to signal you to stop? Right, so a police officer. Oh, Mr. Policeman, I'm sorry. That's how I speak to them. What's the national speed limit for cars and motorcycles on a dual carriageway? You got it yet? 60 for single, 70 for dual, unless you're towing. Yeah. You're waiting at a level crossing. See, we're not crossing it this time. What should you do if the red warning lights continue to flash after a train has passed by? Well, you just sit there and wait, because there could be another train coming. So you just continue to wait. I was reading about this when I was doing the video on road signs. It actually says if after a wait of 3 minutes there's still no train, then go to the telephone and phone the signal operator to find out. Okay, I've personally been on these things before, and I've had 3 trains, because I had a train going to London, one coming back from London, and then we had a cargo train that went through, so I was sitting there for blooming ages. What's the national speed limit on a single carriageway for cars and motorcycles? Single carriageway, remember, always read the question. When would you use the right-hand lane of a 2-lane dual carriageway? The golden rule, or the rule in England, is right-hand lane for overtaking or turning right. End of. So when you're turning right or overtaking, there. I'm not even going to answer the rest. Nearest you can park to a junction? Just done this. Anybody? Anybody? Shout it out. 10 metres. Oh, suits you, sir. There you go. Who is authorised to signal you to stop? It's a police officer. Don't forget. It's police, traffic officers, traffic wardens, school patrol, the lollipop ladies. Alright. So DVSA, Highways Agency, those guys. You're travelling along a residential street. There are parked vehicles on the left hand side. Why should you keep your speed down? Think of the scenario. Think of what could happen. I'm thinking children, doors, balls, cats, you name it. So oncoming traffic can see it. Nah. They can see me anyway. Set off car alarms. No. Boom. Why do they feel the need to ask the same question many times? What should you do when there's an obstruction on your side of the road? Alright. Like a parked car. Alright, it's a bit ambiguous this. Let's find out. So carry on as you has priority. No, I don't, because there's an obstruction on my side of the road, so if I have to go to the other side of the road, they get priority. Give way to oncoming traffic. Yes. Wave oncoming traffic through. Well, they get priority. Accelerate to get past first. Well, I mean, if there's time you could, but you don't want to rush into a dangerous situation, only if you can just naturally do it and no one gives a monkeys. So take care if you have to pass an obstruction such as a parked car on your side of the road. Give way to oncoming traffic if there isn't enough room for you both to continue safely. Yes. Remember, if you cross the white line in the middle of the road, you have to give way to whoever is on the other side of that white line. And I don't care where that started from. They could be behind you, they could be in front. If somebody's overtaking you, you just do an overtake. of something and you crash into them, it's your fault because you've crossed the line into a lane that's currently occupied. So I don't care where the car's coming from, you got to think, oh, I'm crossing a line, make sure there's nobody in it so that my actions don't affect them. That's it. What is the national speed limit for cars and motorcycles on a dual carriageway? 70, because it's a dual carriageway and it's a car. Yes. You're driving at night with your headlights on main beam. Right, that's when you're blinding everybody, right? Floodlight in the road. A vehicle is overtaking you. When should you dip your headlights? Right, so sometime after the vehicle. No, you should do it as soon as they pass you. Before the vehicle starts to pass you? No, only if the other vehicle dips their headlights. No, as soon as the vehicle. Yep. There, boom, take them down. Good, so that we don't dazzle them. Oh, I'm overcome. Winner. Good, thank you.